conversation we'll have.
Yeah, I'm ready for all the conversation. But I'm telling you one thing is the
I'm gonna let
breaking
that.
news that just came out right now. I might even have to make my screen bigger. Yep, I think you can see it. Breaking news. We got breaking news. I got two legends with me tonight. That's the first breaking news. I think you guys might be able to see the other breaking news on the screen. Oh, yep, we're live too. I just seen Edward Franz, first member in the building. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. I got two special guests with me tonight on a very exclusive, must-see show. I'm going to warn you guys tonight. We're going to hit on a lot of hard-hitting topics. If you're not bullish on crypto, you might be in the wrong place. See how pumped that up, Team Green? That sound bullish. They pumped up right now, like, oh snap, it's gonna be a good show. You
I'll be
know it's gonna
jumping out.
You say?
You got me jumping out the seat myself.
Oh yeah, I kind of pumped myself up too. And of course, we brought the one and only below me, digital asset daily, Dad has returned. How are you feeling tonight, Dad?
Thanks. I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on the show. It's always an honor, man.
I'm honored that you could make it back. You know, the show you came on, it went viral the next day. It set
That's exciting.
the internet on fire. It set it on fire. And of course, if you guys don't know, Team Green, we got Team Green, DEVON NRG has actually made some clips with DEVON. What, Crypto Convos, Team Green?
Yeah, crypto combos, man. Devin NRG. I mean, he's a master of his craft. I mean, he's one of a kind, bullish family. I mean, look at that, CKJ. You got people from different sides of the country together, and I'm telling you, it's a blessing. Your whole platform, everything you're doing, brother. I do want to take that moment to actually, you know, I'm a member, a community member. I'm not one of these big dogs out here. I'm not these dads and BuLLZiLLas. You know, I'm the little, you know, your ℙ𝕝𝕝𝕝. You know, your regular ℙ𝕝𝕝𝕝, man, and you know that's the bulk of your following. You know, and the way you take care of your deep dives, the way you do your thing out here for your family, and you're making sure that, you know, you're doing a service, and it's free. You know, it's free. You come to CKJ, you're gonna learn crypto. You're gonna learn what's out there. Well, which way crypto's going. You're gonna get your knowledge, and that like button is cool, man. You know, all of you out there listening, you know, smash that up.
Honored.
This is that guy.
I didn't know he was gonna start the show like that. I feel like the Brad
yeah.
House when they was on stage with the one guy, and the one guy started saying stuff, and I was like, I did not tell him to say that. I did not tell him to say that. Oh no.
Tonight, man, because you deserve it, you know.
Oh man, I appreciate that. I tell you, that's one thing since 2017, since we've been here for so long. And that's what's amazing about all the people you get to meet in crypto. As a matter of fact, I think we even had a name for matter of fact, people may not know this, but when I had Brad Kimes come on the show, he was actually my first average Joe investor. And I used to call him Backup Brad Kimes. I don't know if I think Dad might remember, it might be before Dad or after Dad, but I used to do a show called The Average Investor, or The First Average Joe, or something like that. And Brad Kimes did my very first Average Joe show. And so, you know, this is what crypto is all about. Like you said, you know, we're just average Joes. We're normal people.
That's it, man.
That's bullish on cryptocurrency.
We're trying to find our way, you know. The uncharted waters. And, you know, to have a community come together like a dad with the XRP and other different blockchains, and, you know, people unify at that point, and, you know, sharing what we know, and and moving together and trying to figure this thing out, because regulatory, you know, that stuff is coming. It's coming. We're not gonna know which way it's going, but we know we're in the right asset class. You know, I think we're here in the right space, and you know, this is where it's at, man.
I agree with you on that 1,000,000%. I agree with you on that 1,000,000%. Also, this is the new asset class, and this is where it's at. I'm trying to send out a tweet real quick. I think maybe I should do it from my phone. Let me see. Close this right here. Dun, 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 dun. You know, one thing Dad was talking about earlier. Dad, you were saying something about significant what's been going on in the last week about the banking system and how they've upgraded their system to what, for a more advanced banking system. What would you say on that before the stream?
Yeah, oh man, it's been exciting since, you know, if you go back a week from Monday when the whole migration to ISO 20022 began, and
okay,
you know, then they had like 3 or so days. I'm gonna call it incorrectly, like introductory migration, and then they spent, you know, until like Friday night migrating over, and they had to be prepared by midnight, you know what I mean, Friday night. And then because Saturday is like a kind of a few hours for the banks, like a half day work day.
Okay.
The big deadline for them, yeah, you know, they usually work from like what is it, like 8 to 12, a lot of the local banks and community banks and stuff, but they had to be ready today by 7 a.m. So I'm not gonna lie, you kind of got me into this show. I wouldn't even have this show if it wasn't for you. You know, you said, you know, start a show and I'll support your channel. Man, you have from day one. So thank you so much, CKJ.
Whoa.
But
I'm honored.
that was one thing that drew me to you. Like he just said earlier, like your deep dives, and it was kind of, it was perfect match made in heaven.
I forgot all about that actually when Team Green was, I was basically just talking about it too with the Brad Kimes thing, and then I forgot. Yeah, that's how I met you too. And yeah, and then you was talking about XLM, and which made me take another look at XLM, and I was like, okay, so I'm basically looking at XLM also. So then I became more bullish on XLM after that, for sure. So, but one thing I noticed about Dad, Digital Asset Daily, is when it comes to the research, hands down, Digital Asset Daily knows his stuff.
I'll second.
What do you say, Team Green?
I second that right there. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I follow Dad. Dad gives the good knowledge. He's a wise man.
That last show went viral, Dad, all because of you.
Oh man, don't give me so much credit, man. This is your amazing show.
Hit link we live. Hit link we live.
I just think it's exciting. You know what I mean? And again, I think that's how all of us connected. Just being very bullish, understanding. And I have to. I mean, I get all of my my confidence and all of my bullishness again from like the research. Again, you and I do a lot of research. You know, pretty much the same style. Like we just love to. For us, all research is deep research. So, you know, we don't necessarily say deep dive, but everyone is a deep dive. So I think that's kind of something we had in common. But the biggest thing I always like to use, I'm invested in XRP. All of us are, but here's my perspective. I'm invested in XRP. So if I'm excited about XRP, the best way to get my confidence is from the Ripple team, from Ripple, from the executives. If I sit here and I assume, make assumptions, and I hope and I wish and I dream, that's one thing. But if I get all of that excitement straight and directly from the horse's mouth, from the team, I mean, you can't be any more bullish than that. And then it kind of blends with what you said, you know, about a stellar XLM. And then my bullishness I'm going to bounce back and forth. I'll be really quick and direct. It's really this simple.
Okay, fill us in.
If you have the full banking system, right?
Okay.
There's three tiers.
3 tiers.
You have You have wholesale, you have retail, and you have trade. That's the 3 levels of finance.
Okay.
So if you have the top ones, and there really is no competition for those positions, and that's what's very exciting, then you have to go back to to what the executives say. If you have Ripple, which is doing its cross-border, currency transferring, basically, as we say, all the money, then you have XRP. If you have retail, I should say that's Ripple and XRP, that design is like wholesale. Okay. Then you have retail, you have Stellar like XLM. And what I always loved about what Stellar and XLM, that whole ecosystem does is, and this isn't a knock in either direction because we know the end game, what it is. Ripple's choosing XRP. But if you go to ODL, the on-demand liquidity, it isn't exclusive to XRP, but it works best with XRP. And I always felt like that was like the open door where they could kind of get everything moving and everyone could kind of come on board to ODL. But then once they did, they started merging everything to XRP. That's the way I took it.
Oh, for real?
But the cool thing with Stellar is if you're using their system, it's mandatory. It's required that you have XLM. So if you're on Stellar and they're building so much stuff as on Stellar, then the foundation is still XLM. But if you go to trade to the 3rd tier, then you have Zenfin XDC. We call it on my channel like the triple X.
Okay, Zenfin X.
So, yeah, if you have Zenfin XDC, it's a trade asset, and there is no competition. They each have their own lane, and nothing is trying to do exactly what those 3 are trying to do. So it's kind of cool.
What's the ticker on that?
XDC.
Oh, you're talking about XDC.
Yeah, XDC from Zenfin.
Okay.
And that's again the default token on R3 Corda, that also works there with like XRP, and there's Quant and SIA, et cetera, et cetera.
So
but the actual
breakout.
Oh man, it's got potential to be as big or bigger than XRP because it has a lower supply with no competition in trade. And if you understand,
supply on that?
Oh man, I don't want to say the wrong number off the top of my head. I feel like it was around like 38 billion or something. Okay. And then XLM, I think is around 50-ish because they cut their supply.
Yeah, what's that mean? That's like, hold up, we seen XRP do $3. XLM cut the supply, so are we seeing an easy $6 XLM?
We'll see. I'm watching this because I'm wondering if if it's going to go up like one at a time or if they're all 3 going to go up together. But going back to the bullishness, those 3 of them doing the 3 tiers of finance, and nothing is trying to compete with those positions. They're doing other areas around them because, like Brad Garlinghouse says, a rising tide lifts all ships, because it's going to take more than just one. It's not even possible to do a one asset, like one wins them all, you know what I mean? But I think the biggest thing, like in our private little group, where we brainstorm and toss around ideas, I think the thing that a lot of people miss is, for example, like the triple X, I'm going to be specific to those, but whatever the price goes up to, whatever the value goes up to, a lot of people are thinking like for one singular year. But when we're replacing the whole antiquated system that we have now with Swift, I mean, that's 47 years old. Okay. The new system has to last for 50 to 100 years because that's just a standard time frame of currency.
Okay.
So it makes me think back to, like David Schwartz says, the price cannot be cheap. Because a lot of people are forgetting, if you have a currency, these assets, they're not like something that can be printable again. And they voted to turn off, whereas deflationary for Stellar, and a lot of people didn't realize that as well. But it's been like that for years. So the more you use it, it also burns a percentage of it as well. So you have a less supply the more you use it year after year.
XLM?
Yes, exactly. It used to be inflationary, but then they voted, I'm not even sure, 3-4 years ago, maybe longer, to switch it to deflationary. Whoa. So the more that you use it, the smaller the supply got, so increase the value.
Wow. No way, I did not know that. So you guys learned something big tonight. So we're already saying $6 XLM when wind blows the right way. Now you're saying they also made the protocol deflationary, so we got to add 6 more bucks to that. So now we're talking a $12 XLM. And G-Man
I can
showed
see
up.
that.
So now we're talking. Oh, hold on. Shout out to G-Man. And you can see a what?
I can easily see that moving forward, just because it's so massive. And again, they're in a different lane. They're in a different lane completely from what like Ripple XRP from Zenfin XDC is doing. I would almost, and I don't want to say this in the wrong way, I would almost say that they're like an efficient, better performing like Ethereum, because they have like a whole ecosystem. You know what I mean? They're building stuff up on Stellar, like the CBDCs are getting built upon Stellar. You have assets backed by gold built on Stellar. You have tokenization of real estate built on Stellar. I mean, there's so much going on, you know?
Yeah, we've been down the rabbit hole big time on assets built on Stellar. Shout out to Consortium Jackson. So we jumped on what, Stronghold Pay? You know what's crazy is every rabbit hole I was jumping down on Stellar hidden gems, I would always find you. I jumped down the rabbit hole on Stronghold Pay, and then I ran into maybe some videos you did talking about ℕ𝕝𝕟𝕜𝕤, which is the CEO of Stronghold Pay, and that turned out to be a big deal. And I was like, oh, Dad's here. You're down to all the rabbit holes. So yeah, you're on point with that. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of bad things about Casper too. G-Man says I like Casper too. Has Casper been on your radar, Team Green or Dad?
It was a deal, yeah, and that's an ISO.
Is Casper ISO too? No way. So hold up. I think G-Man might have called out a hidden gem on this too. But I think we did do the research on Casper, but I didn't know it fell in the same category.
You did a couple of really good podcasts on Casper.
Yeah, the part 1 and part 2.
Yeah. Definitely something to relook at, man. I mean, Casper's doing some stuff, and the partnerships are getting bigger. I mean, this is the exciting part about crypto. Even in a bear market like this, these guys are building. Like, where is crypto going? Come on. I mean, they're going to throw all this smoke at us. We got to look right through it all, you know?
Yeah, they're definitely building every day. Building big time. You gotta get
I think only like 37 million, almost 38 million total supply. That's
on what?
Supply on XDC.
Oh, 38 million? Damn, that's a real low supply. So that can do big numbers, Dad. 38 million?
I think it's 38 billion.
Okay, is it 38 billion?
Oh yeah, 38 billion.
38 billion? It could be 38 billion. I remember when I did the 100K challenge on XDC, and good God, I think it almost went to about what? Actually, I think the 100K went to 30,000 because can you see the all-time high on XDC, Team Green? It might have been like 30 cents.
I know I think it did get to at least 18 cents, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you called Railing Money 18 cents. So that was 18,000 per 100K. For people that do not know, I issued the 100K challenge on XDC, and actually no, it was at $400. I'm mistaken, because actually I issued $100, but this one got the 400 on us where I issued the challenge. It was $400 for 100K XDC, and as Dad said, it hit 19 cents. That was 19,000 per 100K. Stacy B with the super chat. Stacy B, thank you big time, guys. And Stacy B be on fire in the Telegram with the research too. I appreciate that. And the super chat. Much love. Thank you, Stacy B.
Happy man. She's been working or doing something. It's been preventing her from watching the live streams.
Oh, Stacy B.
I catch up on everything in the Telegram, so I'm happy she. Yeah.
So she must have straightened out the issue with the live stream now, right?
Well, this family, we know everything that's going on with each other out here.
It's a family.
How we are. Telegram, Discord. I mean, there's a big difference between the Telegram and the Discord, you know? And, you know, we're more personal in the Telegram, but the Discord is kind of, it's organized information, you know? Yeah. Everything but everything Bullish channel. We have all of CKJ's videos, all his calls. I mean, we have everything just lined up and ready to be looked at on that Discord.
Oh, that's the best Discord I ever seen in my life. I'm like, no way, the way y'all organize it with the channels, the challenges.
Amazing, man. Mike Collins, Lord Mike. Oh, man.
Mike here.
The guy I was able to connect with all the way from UK and collab together, talk together, really kind of put this thing together. And Mike's a big part of the community, man. Everybody knows that out there. You know, Mike's consistent. He's constantly out there saying hello, trying to direct, trying to help.
Yeah, he's been a big help. I'll tell you, that's the most amazing thing is like the people we met across the world. Like you said, Mike is all the way in the UK. Oh, matter of fact, you know what? Dad lives in Florida. Both you guys live in Florida. How far you live from Tampa, Dad?
Oh, I'm straight across the other coast.
Okay, so
about
across. So
like 3 hours.
Okay, so it's about 3
straight
hours
across
coast to coast.
Yep.
Yeah, because Team Green stays in Tampa area, and you're about straight across 3 hours.
About where How to Model's dad's at.
Oh, for real? Oh, yeah, real close to How to Model's dad. Oh, man, this is crazy. This must be a sign. Both of y'all live in Florida, and I'm up here up north freezing. Stacy B.
Enjoying it with
says, hey, BuLLZiLLa, it's Stacy. Did you see what I said about the defactor coin? What's your thoughts on Nexa 2? And I did see all the research you shared in there, and by tomorrow I will let you definitely know on those. But your information you're on fire for sure. Thank you big time, Stacy. And so did you work out the problem? Now you can watch the live stream? Like Team Green saying, I'm hoping that she fixed that issue. And Notorious is here. Oh, Jay Shack is in Tampa, Team Green.
Oh, yeah, me and Jay Shack definitely got to link up, man. He's real close. I could probably throw the Jay Shack.
Oh, you know he was in Tampa?
He's down in South Tampa. I do a lot of work down there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we definitely got to link up. My man was driving Ric Flair around the Gasparilla parade and all that.
Oh,
Jay Shack. Yeah, he got some contacts out here, man.
Oh, man, wow. Yeah, Jay Shack is a legend.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this was poor taste or not, everybody, but I did want to start with this as the April Fool's joke that Donald Trump, and I guess they're coming down with the indictment on Trump. And so this is breaking news, Shane Sullivan, Elizabeth. They came down with an indictment in Trump. The word is he's been ducking. They can't find him. They run into him. He takes off on foot. There's a pursuit. Trump is in better shape than they thought. They can't catch him. He's fast. He's like super fast. So, okay, here it is right here. Let me see. Okay, so then we got more footage. More pictures came in. They should be coming up. They can't catch him. Matter of fact, let's just say they couldn't catch him. Matter of fact, when they did catch him, he broke free. When they called him, he broke free. You see? And look, he broke free. And then they seen him again in a different jacket, and he got away again. He switched jackets. He's just that smooth. That's how smooth Trump is. But all jokes aside, guys, that is April Fool's. You know, these are like AI-generated Trump pictures. But I didn't want to offend nobody, you know, saying that with the whole Trump indictment and all. So I hope I didn't offend anybody with that. But everybody in the comments thought it was hilarious. They said, Happy New Year. April 1st. I wish. Fake news. Fake news for sure. Trump is the king of fake news, right? I knew Trump. He said, oh, fake news. Fake news. And it's April Fool's. You see that Mr. T thing? It's April Fool's, Edward Franz. Can't we have some fun here? Well,
oh yeah, so Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. But here's one quick question, guys. People may not know this, and I want to talk about this real quick. Is people may not know, but Trump is behind the executive order, a new financial system that creates economic opportunities. And look at this right here. The U.S. Department of Treasury, a financial system that creates economic opportunities for non-bank and financial fintech and innovation. I mean, I could be wrong, and even people may not know this. This is the executive order that Trump signed his first 90 days in office. right here, President Trump. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see. Because some people may not have seen this right here. I know you've seen this, Dad. You probably examined this thoroughly. U.S. Department of Treasury, a financial system that creates economic opportunities, non-bank financial, fintech, and innovation. President Donald Trump, Executive Order 13772. And what's really interesting, and let me show you guys this. Guess who's on page 194? So you guys want to talk conspiracy. Where's 194? Okay. I'm thinking that, me personally, with this whole indictment coming down on Trump right now when he's supposed to be running for election again, I'm sensing conspiracy theory here. I think they're trying to hold Trump down. Hey, you know, maybe I'm getting too involved in politics lately. But if you go to page 194 right here, where's it at? You ever, bam, there it is right there, guys. Directly in the executive order that Trump signed, there's Ripple. Dad, now what's going on with that? Was Trump bullish on crypto or what? I mean, did we have a better chance with crypto with the Trump administration or with the Biden administration? What's going on here?
Absolutely with the Trump administration. And there's an interesting thing too. Whenever that first came out and people were excited, even the executives at Ripple were saying, you know, we wish Biden good luck. We're going to move forward quickly, blah, blah, blah. I said, there's no history to support that, you know, statement. And it wasn't an attack towards the Ripple executives. We all love them. We wish them well. We're invested in XRP, of course. You know what I mean? But just like, again, when Biden, you know, his nominee was Gary Gensler, and then they were wishing him well again. And I said, look, man, he is completely anti-crypto and especially, you know, anti-XRP. And I got attacked again from the crypto community.
Oh, for real?
But the past 2 years, time has proved everything I said before they were even nominated, exactly what happened. But, I mean, I think let's go back to the Trump for a second. I think with him, if you're from the XRP community, I think it doesn't matter, you know, if you eliminate, let's just eliminate politics for a minute, like if there's a left or a right or whatever you want to title yourself. Eliminate that for a minute. If you think like the XRP community is a big deal with like cryptography, like David Schwartz, Joe Katz, Mr. Poole, the bearable guy, everything they say, there's a meaning behind it, or a double or triple or quadruple meaning behind it.
Okay.
So I think the biggest thing with Trump is if you think of him like another Mr. Poole, you kind of get a lot more answers. And a lot of people take it too much straight value. But if you think cryptographically with Trump, he will misspell words on purpose, but he didn't really misspell it. The word that he spelled has a definition clearly.
Okay.
And it means a lot of other things. But if you go back to Trump, what is it? Jared Kushner, his son-in-law. I mean, he helped build, I believe, what was it? Robinhood.
Oh yeah.
So
the connection to, I remember that, the connection to Robinhood. That was pretty huge too. Like, no way.
So I mean,
whoa. How could Ripple
he knows
end up
crypto
in the executive order? That's what I'm thinking too. I'm sensing conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory all the way. Now they're trying to come down with this indictment on Trump right when he's supposed to run for what, 2024? I just think that he was like, I mean, to me, and I don't care who people vote for, but I think Trump just kept it real when he was up there. He like called out anybody. He was like, oh man, I'm sick of this tax on vehicles coming in from here. I remember doing this. I'm like, whoa. They're like, oh, I think Trump was just too much for him to handle. So now they're trying to hold him down with the whole, and he was even like, what? We need a new financial system first 90 days in office. Ripple right there. That's that.
But you want to add to that? You want to add really quick to add to that? If you go back to that, like what you're saying right there, if you ever really listen to Trump, he only attacked Bitcoin, not like crypto. And when he was referring to crypto, he was only referring to Bitcoin. But if you go back to that, his whole thing was destroying. Again, this isn't my perspective. I stay neutral. I'm a retail investor, so I don't get into politics. But his whole intention was to destroy the Federal Reserve and give the currency back to the people. To give it back to the people, you had to give it back to the U.S. Treasury. And I think the most important thing, if you're following the money,
Okay.
You ever go to the debt clock very often? The U.S. national debt clock. Have you seen it?
No, but I heard somebody talking about it yesterday. Tom Emmer was talking about the debt clock.
What's real exciting, if you ever get a chance, go to the U.S. national debt clock. On the middle to bottom left-hand side of the whole clock, it used to say Federal Reserve note. Now it says U.S. Treasury.
Okay.
So that was the whole thing that even Donald Trump was trying to do within his administration.
Wanted to end the Fed, right? And he was talking about he was going to end the Fed. That's why they got him out of there. I'm telling you, I'm sensing conspiracies like crazy. He was like, I'm ending the Fed. We don't need them no more. I'm ending. I mean, I think he was just, he was like, real out front. What was you saying, Team Green, about that?
Well, with the whole and stuff like that, I mean, dude, I mean, just look at this. Like the European, federal reserves out there, they have Bitcoin lighting up their buildings,
Oh, and yeah, I seen that. That was huge. I was like, whoa.
Know where it's going. It's like the whole world is there. Like, are we really that far behind, or is there a plan that these guys have? I'm not going to sleep on the U.S. and say we're just dumb like that. There has to be something behind it, whether it's taking us out of our bags or crushing it to nothing so they could, whatever the issue is, man, whatever their plan is, they're not fooling me.
How much you on that? Like, whoa.
Me, man, you're not taking me out of my XRP, my XLM, you're not going to do it, It's like, is it the CB way that we're going? Is that the way they want it, for us to transfer everything into this controlled digital currency that we're going to submit to? I don't know, man. It's just not the way crypto was designed. And I don't see that being the way,
Yeah, you're still going strong, Brandon D. Sorry, Team Green, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah. He was like, bro, damn. He said, you was here in 2017. I ain't been here in years, and you still going strong. Bam. My deepest apologies for that, Team Green. His comment pumped me up on that one. We still here.
I your calls, BuLLZiLLa.
And still crushing the biggest calls in crypto, hands down. Bringing the realest people on the show in cryptocurrency. Everybody's know Dad. Dad, his research is next level. And then Team Green is like my new, he's actually one of my new, what would I say? Team Green's like actually my guru. Is it the word guru or?
Community member leader, man. I'm out. We out here, bullish family, 110%, man.
I'm always looking for information. I'm like a sponge. I always can learn from somebody. Oh, Going Blind, I actually sent you a link also, Going Blind, for this Zoom meeting. Did you get my link, Going Blind? And G-Man, I actually sent you a Zoom link also too. I figured, hey, who else might want to just click on that link and come into the Zoom thing? I was actually getting some backup plans in case Dad didn't make it. And in case Team Green didn't make it and Dad didn't make it, I was like, all right, we're going to see if Going Blind. I sent Going Blind link, G-Man. Well, there's a couple more people that got a Zoom link. Have you seen this from XRP Production? It says nothing stops this train, and it got 589 on the front. And
I'm on that train.
I should be on that train. Where's my picture out on that thing? They should have the bull on there. I think I see Bob Way. I think there's a few pictures missing. I don't see Dad. They need some of the OGs. I guess it all depends on who made the picture. But nah, shout out to XRP_Productions. This stuff's pretty funny. He had a lot of good XRP stuff today. Oh, what about this Digital Asset Daily? You ever follow Ripple Wells? He's actually been talking about the 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚 stuff a lot lately. And
yeah, there's a few guys. Yeah, I follow him, I think.
And it's somewhere down here about the because what were you saying about Mr. Pools? As far as like their stuff being resembled close to 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚, Mr. Pool, because I never followed Mr. Pool like that. Should I follow?
Yeah, Mr. Pool. I would say definitely, yeah, but make sure you have the right pool. I mean, I'm sure there's someone in the audience who could put up the correct link.
Oh, there's a lot
interesting
of
thing
pools.
with, the Mr. Pool thing's interesting. his whole thing was he had like the Mr. Pool across there, and he started blanking it out. As each process was completed moving forward, he took out a letter, and he had P on there for a long time, and everything else was blanked out. Now it's all blocked out. But then as of today, earlier this afternoon, just before getting on the show, he put a lock on it. So basically he's saying everything's done and it's locked in. But yeah, he does a lot of stuff, just like 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚. And like recently this year, he would post something and delete it. So he would post sometimes 3 to 5 different like posts, but he would delete them. And there's someone called Fojack. I believe I follow them and they follow me back. But
okay,
FOJAK, and he tends to capture everything that Pool does and then kind of add it to his page. And you've got a few people. I guess I would label them. No offense to them if they have a better title, but I call them decoders who tend to break down like Pool, and the same people typically break down 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚. So. It's pretty cool. It's all interlinked and connected. You have someone else called Architect who connects to Pool, and there's a lot of those insiders / Riddler people out there. But the interesting thing that I found with Pool is he tends to use like global news, especially like politics and stuff.
Okay.
And he doesn't focus so much on a date, but he focuses on an event that leads to that date, which leads to XRP having a high price. And he'll end sometimes some of his videos, and he'll end them with like with XRP. So he's pretty cool. If you can't find him, I can send you a link later.
I think somebody was telling me that. Yeah, I want you to send me a link. I want to check it out. I think somebody was telling me that he might have been 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚, but I don't think so, because you're saying like the global politics and all that. It's more like a politic type of touch, but he's still bullish on XRP.
Yeah, 100%.
You remember this 589 end of the year picture in 2018? I don't know if you remember this picture, Team Green, right here. This was the 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 589 end of the year. I think that's what sent everybody in a frenzy in the XRP community. And actually it made a lot of XRP haters upset, because they were like so mad that people thought XRP could just do such big numbers. You guys are crazy. And they used to love raining on people's parades. What's the matter with them? And I used to like I would even be more bullish. But no stroke, cobalt, liquidity, and COMEX rule, and then XRP with the different colors. So I always thought that was pretty significant. As far as the 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚𝕚 stuff. I mean, I thought that stuff was a lot of fun. It kind of kept us strong through like the bearish times.
For sure.
Are you bullish on Casino Coin at all, Dad?
I have a handful of Casino Coin. I've had it for years. So
what's your thoughts on Casino Coin, Team Green? Are you bullish on Casino Coin?
I do not hold it, but I'm curious to see what on the XRPL Dad's really bullish on.
I mean, Casino Coin's built on the XRPL though, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, ecosystem that's ready to. I mean, if XRP is going to move, that entire ecosystem is going to move with it.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's a lot of gems that are coming out on that thing. Even the NFT platforms are really starting to grow. Grab traction as far as like, being a community, So it's that's pretty cool stuff to see, man, and to watch it grow so quick with and I mean, it's, dude, we're in so early, and even to watch the maxi kind of thing from Bitcoin to XRP, all that's kind of calmed down now. We're starting to realize,
okay, I'm with you on that.
It's going to take all of us, man, to make this movement.
Somebody just said we got the triple duo right here. This is the best show they ever seen between Dad and Team Green and BuLLZiLLa. Oh, I'm honored
to be up here with two legends.
I'm honored too. And, they love a fire officer in the building with a super chat. Fire officer and a member. Fire officer. I love you, my brother. Thank you so much. And Based Amy even tuned in from the UK.
We're global, man.
Yeah, it's a global movement for sure. But I can tell you, I never follow Casino Coin too much. But I guess when I got super bullish on XRPayNet, when I got bullish on XRPayNet, because then that made me dive down the rabbit hole of other products built on top of XRPL. And then that kind of made me just re-examine the whole, because I guess, you know, I think if you're building on top of XRP, it is going to give you an advantage over, you know, what, 10 years no downtime on XRP? Is that the only blockchain with no downtime ever? Is that true, Dad? Or, I mean, like, they've had like an amazing run, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a few issues from time to time, but they get figured out. Kind of like, it's very similar to, again, like Stellar. I call it the twin, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
They've kind of had a very solid run too, you know?
Yeah. So I guess my thing is like with Casino Coin being built on top of XRPL, I want to see, you know, XRP do well, products built on top of XRPL do well. I end up jumping on the XRPayNet rabbit hole. I think that's a big deal. And then what else came out? A lot of the Ripple recipients also too. I'll be taking a look at those. So breaking news, and it was like a April Fool's thing that said Casino Coin is swapping to the Bitcoin because we love slow, inconsistent, and expensive transactions. But it was like April Fool's thing. So shout out to the Casino Coin family. I know they're out there. That's for sure. Let me see what else we got here. Real quick though, I wanted to ask Team Green, because Devon make it tonight. Devon came out to Tampa and actually did Dad, I think you should hook up with Devon too, because you be surfing and going to surfing competitions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all should see Digital Asset Daily's son is actually like a spitting image of Dad. And but you know, like how old's your son now? Maybe about 20, 18 maybe, 15.
The surfer one?
Yeah.
I have 4, so that's probably where it gets confusing on the ages. But my surfer one, he just turned 12.
Oh, okay. Well, he looks exactly like Dad. But the point of the story, Devon NRG makes amazing like videos, and like he did a video with Tails. What up, Tails? And then he came down to Tampa and he did a video with Team Green.
Nice.
Here's the video right here. I'm telling you, he just edits like amazing videos and stuff. So I think, yeah, we're gonna have to get Dad to. I just think Devon and Dad should hook up too. But here's a clip real quick. It's gonna take 1 second. This is Devon.
He's gonna be heading to Miami soon.
Oh, he's heading to Miami soon. You ran into the XRPayNet CEO in Miami, right?
Yeah, I went down
from Miami, Dad.
You know, it depends on what part, north, south, middle, Miami, but basically about 3 hours.
Oh, for real?
Are you down there? Coming up?
What's that? Say it again.
You gonna go down to Miami for this? I guess the Bitcoin convention, or what do they have going on out there right now?
Is there one down there right now?
I think it's next month in April. Well,
I'll have to see. My schedule gets really hectic. Again, like CKJ said, you know, I have 4 kids, so they each have something they do. You know, I have my oldest one. He's like into production. He literally produces and edits all the videos for a guy on YouTube who has 1 million subscribers. And then my next oldest, he's 15. He's like a musician. He plays like percussion, you know?
You said when your son has 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting show. I mean, I can share it some stuff another time. That link to his show.
No big deal. We can talk about it for sure. So good Lord, I know that's why I was concerned about if you going to make it tonight, because I know you got the 4 sons, and then I'm telling you, don't let Dad fool you. He's like the surfing and skating champion, so he's a very busy man. And Team Green's a family man too. He has a young daughter also. So, you know, you guys being fathers and all, thank you so much for coming on the show. Finding time, I really do appreciate that also.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely, man. It's a pleasure and an honor always, CKJ.
Oh, I appreciate it. Here goes Devon, Team Green in Tampa. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the video or not, but Team Green is asking people what they think about crypto. And this is in Tampa, Devon NRG's video.
Crypto is going to last us very long. I'm more into the stock market, actual, you know, businesses and investing in businesses versus a cryptocurrency that doesn't really have a business or anything behind it.
Okay. What else do you know about crypto, like in general?
I mean, I lost money on it, so that's why I'm not interested in it as much anymore. You know, Bitcoin was very, you know, it was worth a lot, and now it's just gone down.
Now, I want to make sure the audience can actually hear the clip too.
I'm
not sure if you guys can hear. Can the audience hear the clip, Liz? And I guess my main thoughts on that is, how did you and Devon hook up and end up making crypto content like that in Tampa, Team Green? If you don't
Man,
mind
simply
sharing, my brother.
Like right through Telegram. Like I said, was so tight and so open out in a Telegram group. I mean, Devon had said, I think he posted something down there in the beach, and
Oh, Devon
I'm like,
did make it.
what was that? And he's like, in Bradenton. I was like, my man, you're only like maybe 45 minutes away from me. Next time you're down here, give me a call. It was simple like that, man. He was like, dude, I'm down here. How about we swing down in Tampa. I want to do some filming. And I was like, yeah, pick a day. He said, I think it was like a Saturday or Sunday or what have you.
Wow.
And linked up at the gas station, man. We get down there. Yo, he's funny. Yo,
Devon. Yeah, Devon do seem like a real energetic, cool dude. Yeah, that's for sure.
My man handed me the and said, you're the one interviewing. I was like, what?
He said, right. Now he puts you on the spot like that. Yeah, I see where you're interviewing the people. I'm like, no way.
It's like, nah, it's just me and you. I'm the camera guy.
I guess I should have showed this clip first. The guy says with inflation, crypto is probably a safer bet. I think this is you right here. Are you in this clip right here? I believe this is you. I believe this is you in this clip. I'm not really sure. So it looks like I had a lot of fun. I just wanted to give Devon NRG some love for going around the world and linking up with the Bullish family, making crypto content. That's amazing. Devon, thank you big time, bro. And he made some. He made a historic video with Tails also. Historic video with Tails. And let me see. We got. I gotta talk about this real quick. As far as just crypto.com. One more thing, real quick. As far as, we used to talk about crypto.com and Kronos all the time, and I seen somebody made a comment, are we an XRP channel now? I guess I did used to always do XRP after dark, and then we kind of went to Kronos, but, what's going on with Kronos chain and CRO? Have you been keeping up with that also, Team Green, CRO and Kronos?
Man, I'm all in the Kronos. What I really love about Kronos, I mean, you have the exchange, you have the DeFi wallet. And the DeFi wallet is kind of like where it all opens up. You have your staking, you have a lot of platforms building out. And like I said before, right now, crypto.com kind of has like the recipe where it's like everybody understands it's going to take all of them together. Okay. In order to push crypto.com to where we want it. We want this to be the initial on-ramp for your regular retail investors, man. And it's got the name for it. I'm hoping the team and the leadership is the one for it as well. There's been hiccups and things like that, but like anything else, you gotta fail. You gotta have a hiccup, and the character of a company, a character of a leader is going to stand up and face it. And Chris has done it, man. I mean, he's been bashed. He's been kicked while he's been down. And the dude just...
I remember that. They tried to flood him right out the game, didn't they?
And that's one of the things about the Twitter Spaces and Crypto.com is pretty cool, too, because you're going to see everybody who's doxxed there. Their faces are there, their voices. And you get to meet these developers, these founders, these, everybody who's involved in the project is now understanding that presenting yourself in a professional platform and things like that is really where you're going to start seeing onboards, hiding behind being a phony person, rug pulling people. Listen, man, we're not tolerating any of that. And I'm not talking about from like crypto.com, but even the Bullish family to the way you do your deep dives to, it's important to know where you're putting your money,
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a big supporter of crypto.com. I really am. I love the platforms. I jumped into, a couple of them. A couple of them I'm real bullish on.
Yeah, and I think me and you gonna do a whole separate show for. I want to give a lot more love to these new American NFTs and the Kronos chain and all that. I think I want to link up with you in the next couple of days if you got time. I think we should do a show on CRO and Kronos and some of the NFTs and things they got going on.
and you got Boomer Squad. You have some big time players in it. It's a very small platform, I guess you could say, for NFTs as opposed to Ethereum and some of these bigger ones, you know. But they're making noise. They're making noise out there.
Right.
The way they're making, you know.
We're gonna do a show about it. New American NFT sold out. Chronos Chain. We're definitely gonna do a show about that. Let me see if I can find Dad's Twitter real quick, because we'll get out of here in like less than 10 minutes. We're out of here. Less than 10 minutes. I don't want to hold you up too long. What I do with your Twitter, Dad? So what else is, you know, Dad, so you've been in crypto for quite a few years now. Also, what keeps you strong through some of these bearish times, as far as, you know, any words of advice to some of the weak hands out there that can't seem to stay strong?
Yeah, I mean, when I first came in, I mean, Bitcoin was like 25 cents, but then once I took it serious, was like 2015. That's when I started getting serious with it. But I think my long term, when I first came in, what was interesting, and I'll be brief, I'll give you a quick synopsis of that. When you came in, there was no one to call, there was no one to talk to, there was nobody knew anything about crypto. So
I forgot about that.
My biggest thing is, you know, there was no one to talk to. Nobody even knew anything. Even if, you know what I mean, back when, you know, Bitcoin was less than $1, I mean, there was still only a very, very, very small percentage of the whole planet even knew what that was. So moving a few years ahead, I had a buddy of mine from the U.S. Virgin Island. He said, hey, check out this house. This is the guy I'm working for. He showed me like this cliff view of the USVI, and it was like amazing. I said, wow, what does this guy do? I'm like, it's clear he's got multi-millions, you know, just kind of joking with my buddy. He said, yeah, man, he does this stuff called crypto. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I just started, you know, getting really into that. What's going on with that? He's like, man, he just makes a lot of money on this thing called Bitcoin. And I was like looking into it and asking him a lot of questions. Short end of the story, he goes, you got to pay attention to this thing called OpenCoin. He's like, it's a new thing coming up. They have an asset called Ripples. He's like, pay attention. It's a big deal. So I started following that for like a year or two. They changed their name to Ripple. They changed the currency from Ripples to XRP. Yeah, so that's why whenever someone's been involved like a long time, they still call XRP Ripple, because that's what it used to be called, you know? So a lot of people who've been in it for a long time, they just understand if someone says the wrong thing, that's just what they meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. The ripples.
Yeah, but moving forward, exactly. But moving forward, I always understood from research that 2025, because there was a thing the World Economic Forum released that they wanted to have full market maturity. At the time, there was less than 1% of the global population who was connected in any kind of way to cryptocurrency. And what they were doing was getting people, even in third world countries, into mobile phones. A lot of people don't realize everything that we're doing is from the telephony industry. Like Ripple, XRP, everything that's from like, it originates from telephones. That's where all this technology began. So whenever I used to work in California, I was living out in Los Angeles, and I was working for a company called iLink. They were bought out by Lucent Technologies. And then to compile all that together, the reason they were trying to create all these mobile phones and all of the smart technology was so that you could have FaceTime, kind of like we're doing, you know, Zoom or whatever. And they said that technology, you know what I mean, wasn't even possible. But I worked for a company that built on a landline FaceTime for the first phone, a little 2x2 inch screen. You just had their phone on the other end. But the company I worked for made that technology. So, I mean, we're talking late 80s, early 90s, and we had that technology on a landline, which they said was only exclusive to like the smartphone technology. And that's what the whole thing was. Having FaceTime, you could only do it on a cell phone. But that's, you know, I worked for a company that built that, and I was part of that team. So it was a whole different technology. But my thing was when the research, you know, because I came from that industry from years ago, was to see that the World Economic Forum, the whole market maturity was going to be 2025. So whenever I came in, my mindset was already focused on 2025. And I just knew every year we were getting closer to that. And then now we know as of, Monday a week ago, that ISO 20022 went live, and the assets that we have match that protocol, which is, for me, I call the XXX, XRP, XLM, XDC. They're on the XXX platform. I was focused on finance. So they're the 3 tiers of the finance, wholesale, retail, and the trade finance. So that's kind of my short end of the story, but it pretty much happened much faster.
I'm with you on that all the way.
But that's it. That's my short version of the story. My mindset was already for 2025, but now it's going to happen in 2023. So
2023. So the 2025 or 2023?
2025 was the whole market maturity where back when they said it, well, less than 1% was involved. They said by 2025, over 90% of the global population would be connected, and that's why they're giving everyone, even in third world countries, cell phones.
Okay. I see what you mean. Exactly. That makes sense. That makes sense big time. And what's your thoughts on that, Team Green? Is there any last minute assets you want to recommend that you're bullish on, or what keeps Team Green strong before we get out of here in a couple moments?
Man, what keeps me going and keeps me strong is the bullish family, man. We have so much information being shared on all these platforms. I'm telling you, you're sleeping if you're not in Discord. You are sleeping if you're not in Telegram. It's an unbelievable family, man. And I mean, just look at what me and Devin did. Look what Devin and Tails did. I mean, we all link up. I mean, me and Going Blind, we're gonna link up next time he get down in Disney, man. Mr. Disney, I'm coming to see you, Mr. Disney, when you get down here. So
when's he coming down?
It's a blessing, brother. That's what keeps me going.
When's Devin coming down?
I think it's for this Bitcoin convention, the next convention that they're having down in Miami.
Yeah, you just said that. Okay. Yeah, keep me posted on that, man. There's some audio issues. Well, you couldn't hear Dad. It was going in and out. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕝𝕚. I heard Dad pretty clear the whole time when he was talking.
I heard him clear.
You know what it was, 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕝𝕚? He was so bullish. That bullish is coming all the way to the UK. It's kind of hard to get that many bullish words from the USA to the UK. I know. I think I would call him DEVON. Okay, I'm messing up with the name, or it's Team Green, but we'll figure that out later. I can't thank you guys enough for coming on the show tonight, Dad. I really, really appreciate it. Make sure you guys follow Digital Asset Daily. He drops videos every day, or at least attempts to. He's a busy man, father of 4. Handsome family, very blessed man. Dad's the legend. And don't forget, Team Green, he's working on a lot of things right now. He's a multi-talented dude.
We got some things going.
Part-time my advisor. No, Team Green is a wise dude. Don't let him fool you. He always gives me some good information.
Man,
he's been a real cool dude to me, and Dad's been a cool dude to me for many years too. So I can't thank Dad enough. Also,
hey Dad, man, stay blessed, brother, and keep doing your thing. You're doing amazing work, bro, and I'm a big follower, and a lot of the bullish family is. It was definitely an honor sharing the stage with you.
Thank you.
Here. He said, "Dad is the man." G-Man, I think we was all in the group before. We got the one old school group. It was G-Man, Dad's in there. We all know G-Man well. G-Man says, "Dad is the man." Yeah, Dad is like
G-Man,
dude. Yeah, G-Man.
Much love, G-Man. Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, G-Man's a legend, big time. We were talking about G-Man on the morning stream this morning because G-Man was around when we were talking about back in like that 2021. I know you remember this, Dad, when and that November 2021, our cryptos were on fire. You could not tell us no wrong at that time. We were like, oh, this is it. And only if I knew. I should have went out and bought a Hellcat the next day and paid cash for that. I should have paid cash for that bad boy the next day. But I'm like, nah, this is going much farther. Now let me stop. I'm just joking. But yeah, guys, make sure you check out our Discord, our Telegram. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕝𝕚, thank you big time. And last thing, May 6th, Vegas Moon Party, Crypto Tales, XRP Bags, Lady E. Was that right, Tales? May 6th. And I think he said May 6th. Yeah, I believe it is. Guys, you have Vegas Party. You guys got 2 months advance notice on that. And I guess, oh yeah, guys, can you make sure you smash that thumbs up and hit that subscribe before we go? And we're out of here.